Hello and welcome. All of us have seen a lot of videos and read a lot of books explaining the theory behind lift and shift or Rehost cloud migration strategy. If you want a detailed and practical explanation of the strategy, you can find a link on this video here. And the link on this video also present in description below. But in today's video, I want to go beyond the theory. I will show you real examples of companies that implemented the lift and shift strategy. Where is the strategy worked well, where it didn't work, and why. Together, we will look at real success and fail stories, so you can better understand not just theory, but how the strategies actually play out in real cloud migration projects. Practice often teaches much more than theory, and these examples will help you see what to do and what to avoid. Before we proceed, if you find this content helpful, please like and subscribe. Your support helps grow our community and signals to YouTube that this channel provides valuable information. I appreciate your help in sharing knowledge. One of the most well-known success stories is Netflix. Back in 2010, Netflix began a major transition from their own data center setup to AWS. They chose a lift and shift strategy early on to move parts of their infrastructure quickly, focusing on speed and service continuity. Over time, they evolved the architecture, but starting with lift and shift gave them a fast pass out of on-premises limits. It helped them scale, increase reliability, and prepare for massive global growth. Another great example is Dow Jones in 2014. They were facing a strict 2-month deadline to vacate a physical data center. Instead of redesigning everything, they used the lift and shift strategy to move their workloads to the cloud quickly. The result? A successful migration completed on time with over 25 cost savings compared to staying on leased data center. It's a clear case where speed and budget shaped the strategy and paid off. Pinterest also used lift and shift when moving parts of the infrastructure to Google Cloud Platform. Their goal was to migrate quickly and avoid delays to product development. By using lift and shift strategy first, their teams had moved time to optimize later, once services were already stable in the cloud. It was a decision based on balancing engineering priorities and business continuity. A more recent example comes from Aladtec, a software company focused on public safety scheduling. They migrated to AWS using a lift and shift approach, which helped them modernize their backend systems without rewriting large parts of their code base. The move helped reduce infrastructure overhead and improve operational efficiency. For a company that wanted clearer benefits without deep architectural disruption, lift and shift gave a direct path forward. But not every story ends as planned. Let's talk now about the times when lift and shift don't work as expected. Because there's use cases where we really learn the most. There was a widely discussed case from Target, the company, where parts of their backend systems were moved to the cloud using lift and shift. But after the move, they experienced rising cloud bills and poor performance. The workloads originally built for on-premises environment didn't scale well in the cloud. Without changes to how applications managed resources, The cloud platform actually became a bit more expensive from time to time. This led to a lot of rework after migration, showing that just lifting and shifting is not enough if the applications are not cloud ready. Another example comes from a large European bank. They moved critical financial systems to the cloud using a lift and shift approach. The initial goal was to reduce costs and improve flexibility. But the applications weren't designed for cloud network or cloud latency. After migration, the bank experienced serious performance issues and even compliance concerns related to data residency. Eventually, they had to repatriate some of the workloads back on premises and redesign parts of the platform to fix the problem. In this case, the lack of workload evaluation before migration led to big high risk and unexpected delays. These examples show us a very clear lesson. Lift and shift can work well, but only when it matches the business goals, timelines, and system readiness. It's a great choice when you need to move quickly, reduce data center cost, or maybe stop relying on hardware that's difficult to maintain. But it doesn't mean no planning. You still need to know how your workload behaves, what cloud resources they need, and what happens after they land in the new environment. The companies that saw success, like Netflix, Dow Jones, Pinterest, and Aladtec, used lift and shift as the first step. They understood that the cloud wasn't just another data center. They also optimized later, or they used lift and shift to meet a short-term goal while keeping a long-term plans in motion. On the other hand, the companies that struggled often skipped the part where you test and plan around cloud limits. They moved systems too quickly, assumed cloud performance would match on premises, and weren't prepared for the adjustments needed after the migration. So, if you're considering this strategy, look at these stories as an example of what to expect. When used with the right timing, a clear business goal, and a solid understanding of the workload, lift and shift can help you move faster and focus on long-term modernization. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next video.